Greetings, royal family. So, Mr. Kiari Kendrell Cephas, professionally known as Offset Stern. So, you haven't heard by now, he's in quite a bit of trouble on the child support side of things. He has child support troubles again recently. The mother of one of his children, she wants an increase in her child support payment. And people have opinions about the mother, and so do I. So thanks for clicking on the video, royal family. Let's just kind of get straight into it. So just to give a little bit of a backstory, like this is all over the media, so I'm sure different media outlets are reporting different things. That's fine, So yeah, Offset is one of the rappers in Migos. He is married to Cardi B. He and Cardi B have a child together, Culture. She's what, 2, I think, almost 2, a year and a half of some sorts. So recently, his ex, Shia Lamore is her stage name, or her alias, I don't know, whatever. She revealed a string of text messages showing that Offset was pretty much begging to be intimate with her. It shows that they were intimate while he was married to Cardi B. Shia Lamore, said that she didn't know that he was married to Cardi B. Like, she found out when the rest of the world found out, and then she stopped all, physical things with Offset. So the daughter is 5 years old. She is going through a battle over child support right now, currently, with Offset. So while they await their court date, right? So they're waiting to go to court with this recent pandemic going on. Everything is pushed back. There's a lot of back and forth on social media, right? So this thing has spilled over to social media in a nasty way. Not only were text messages revealed, but also Shia Lamore has done a video or 2 or 3 expressing how she's tired of the disrespect and she was going to keep quiet, but now she is speaking out. So now she is saying that Cardi B is being disrespectful to her. Oh boy. So again, she posted screenshots on her Instagram stories. And this was reported by the website It's On Site. So they've been covering this as well. So she writes, "I was going to refrain from posting, but him and his HOE too disrespectful after I've been trying to be cordial and empathetic. I found out the same time the world did that they was married, and he been cut off since then." So she also hashtag stop playing with my effing name. So again, this is spilled over to social media, and it's just getting petty. So you can see in the messages, I'm not going to post them, but I'm sure you see them online. There's a text thread of Offset asking, where you at? Can I see you one more time? Yada, yada, yada. So Offset, he's 28 years old, a young 28 years old. He has a total of 4 children with 4 different women. His youngest daughter is with Cardi B, Culture. And he 2 years ago, he was in a custody and child support battle with another one of his exes. Yeah, this was back in 2017. So Offset, he started having children when he was 17 years old. Okay. So again, fast forward a little bit, or rewind and kind of fast forward. As far as the court, this is like all the petty stuff that's going on, right? But as far as the court cases is concerned, Shia, she sued Offset seeking to increase the monthly child support for their daughter. Now, I did talk about this previously. She said that she is receiving limited financial support, right? So she accuses Offset of providing only limited financial support. What limited is, at the time, I didn't know, but $2,300 a month is what she was receiving in child support. But now she's wanting an increase because her financial situation has changed significantly. Just about everybody's has, again, because of the recent pandemic. So she wants the judge to pretty much step in. This is Shia Lamore. one of his children's mothers, Offset that is. So she wants a judge to step in, so they want to go to court. So in the lawsuit, the woman, Shia Lamore, said a DNA test already completed shows that Offset is the biological father. But Offset never denied that. I think he was on the Breakfast Club, I said in a previous video. And he never denied the child being his. So again, he has 4 kids. His youngest is with Cardi B. So the reason why Shia went to court to file for an increase in child support is because she's struggling to pay her bills, again, amid this pandemic. So let's rewind back to 2017, though, right? Back in 2017, November 17, 2017, to be exact, TheBlast.com reported that Justine Watson, she filed documents against Offset in August of 2017 to establish paternity and child support for her 7-year-old son, Jordan. Well, he was 7 at the time. This was, again, in 2017. So Watson, she claimed that Offset was the father, even though he had never taken a DNA test. I don't know if that has changed since 2017. So Watson said that Offset provided sporadic financial assistance and claims he rarely contributed to medical expenses, education needs, and extracurricular activity. So Watson, she filed documents trying to establish an official order, and through Google search, she estimated that Offset's net worth was around $9 million. So she wanted retroactive child support along with $15,000 in attorney fees. Now, Offset, he responded to the case in October, again, of 2017, admitting that he is the baby daddy. So he didn't deny it, but he says that he has provided for the child since birth. And he says an official order by the court is a good idea, but he did not want to pay the $15,000 in Watson's legal fees. So Offset, he admits that he has 2 other kids, with different women. Again, this was back in 2017, he was saying this. And he also said that he wanted joint legal and physical custody of his son and wants the child's last name to be legally changed to his own. Now, 2 days after Offset proposed to Cardi B on stage, he filed to make all of his financial information in the case at that time private. Now, that was courtesy of a post shared by the Shade Room on October 27, 2017 at 8:17 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? Got to give credit to the sources. Now, here's the thing. Should Offset pay Shia or whoever more, specifically Shia, because that's who's coming out recently? Yes, my opinion, yes, he should. Now, is $2,300 per month enough? Offset is a millionaire, so no, that's not going to be enough for her. Granted, she has 2 children. One of her, I think she has 2 girls. One girl is not, a child of Offset, fine. The other is. So $2,300 a month enough? No, it's not. Again, Offset is a millionaire a few times over, okay? Should the mother of his daughter send their child to live with Offset? Because that was an argument that was posed as well. I say no, unless the mother wants to. But I say no. She shouldn't be forced to do that whatsoever, okay? Because number one, I'm not going to press the gas too much on that, but I will say this. If the child is accustomed to living with their mother and there is no emotional or physical harm being done to that child, again, I don't know, then no. Why should the child have to be uprooted into a brand new environment away from her mother? Because the argument was, well, if the mother can't take care of the kid, then why don't you send the little girl to live with Offset? Why? So she can be raised by nannies and outside of her normal environment? Why? Why can't Offset just pay like he weigh? This whole $2,300 being enough, people have their strong opinions, and I'm fine with that, but I have mine too. $2,300 is not enough to a multimillionaire, and these are your children. Nobody asked you to create them. No, and honestly, I don't care how they got here. I don't care if it was a 1-night stand, a 2-night stand, a half a night stand. The fact of the matter is the children are here, and you have the financial means to provide for your children, so that should be done. Point blank to the period. Child support is not only for clothes and shoes, as some people may think. Okay? It takes more than just money to raise a child. And not to mention, I don't think that he is active in the child's life. I don't know when the last time that he's seen this kid. I don't know. We don't know. So it does take more than money to raise a child. But we're talking about Offset here. Okay? Culture has more than $2,300 worth of jewelry around her neck and her arm. We see Offset in these strip clubs making it rain. And the mother of your child is struggling to provide for the child that the two of you had together. I don't care what she did. I don't care how long you've known her. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, Shia and Offset, Mr. Cephas, those are the parents to this little girl. So it should be both of those people's responsibility to make sure that the child has everything that they need. And it's also up to Offset to make sure that he fosters a relationship with that child. It's not about just sending money. You know, imagine if all men, especially those who are public figures, were shamed for not taking care of their children emotionally and financially. I wonder what that would look like. These children have nothing to do with how and by whom, how they got here and by whom they were conceived. All of this, well, she shouldn't have messed with him. That is a weak argument, in my opinion. Clearly she did. And the children are here. All of these women, the child is here. The children are here. All of his children are here. I don't care if Offset, like I said, knew this woman for 2 minutes. He is just as responsible for these children as their mothers are. Bottom line, it's too acceptable for an absentee parent to be an absentee parent. Like, that's too acceptable. You know, this whole, well, it is what it is. I could do it all on my own. Yeah, you know what? No one does anything on their own, but I get it. I get what people mean. And this goes for single, well, I don't like to use the word single mothers, but this goes for mothers and fathers, because there are fathers who are raising their children without the mother of those children being in the home, and vice versa. See, I'm not going to just pigeonhole it to, oh, the black men. No, there's mothers who do this, and there's fathers who do this as well, who are not involved in their children's lives. Let's be realistic here. Just because you don't like the way something happened doesn't mean that you get to not take care of what you had a hand in creating. Again, this goes for a mother and a father, because there are men who are raising their children and the mothers are not in the household. Just like we always hear, there are mothers in raising their children and the father is not in the household. And I don't want to hear nothing about, well, statistically, you know, it's single mothers are higher. A lot of you don't even know anything about statistics. Unless you can prove to me that you're a statistician, or you have extensive background in experimental psychological statistics, miss me with that, because all you're doing is regurgitating what you see online. But I digress. Here's another argument that I see people making. She's doing this out of spite. Out of spite. Did Offset not admit that this child is his? He said that this child is his. Okay, let's say that she is doing it out of spite. But guess what? That's the consequences of both of their actions. You know, they probably had a little relationship. Neither one of them can probably stand each other now. And you may feel that the mother or Offset or whoever, whichever parent, is doing something out of spite. It doesn't negate the fact that you had a hand, the two of you had a hand in conceiving and bringing forth a child into this world. And it doesn't mean that you are absolved of any responsibility. You created a child with this woman, just like this woman created a child with this man. And even if she was doing it out of spite, again, does that mean that their child is not entitled to the best care from both of their parents, financially and emotionally? Another lame argument. She's doing this for clout because she wants to be a rapper. So what? Her wanting to have a music career a bad thing? That would generate income, wouldn't it? Income that she needs to take care of herself as well as her children. If she was swinging from a pole, that would be a problem. She wants a music career, that's a problem. And this goes for the people who are making these arguments, because I'm pretty sure that you've seen, comments, and people have their opinions about, oh, she just doing this for clout. She chasing clout. She wants to be a rapper. She just wants Offset to put her on as a rapper because she's featuring her music on her website. So what? she got to make a living somehow, right? Is that a bad thing? Again, if she was swinging on a pole, that'd be a problem. She wants a music career, that was a problem. If she's quote unquote using all of this to further her music career, what's wrong with that? She needs money, right? What's the difference in her wanting Offset to put her on and anybody getting a referral from a friend or a family member for a job? What's the difference? The good old hook me up, the good old hookup. What's the difference between that? Tell me. It just seems to me that no one can, let me not say no one. It just seems like the children are the focus of all of this, right? And it seems like we're getting away from that. It's becoming, oh, well, Cardi B, and this, to me, this has nothing to do with Cardi B at all. This, in my opinion. I understand that Offset and Cardi are married. That's fine. But he had these children before he married Cardi, right? So what does Cardi B have to do with this? Cardi B should do this to her and do that to her. And granted, this girl, Shia, she's not making it that much better for herself in a sense where she's going on social media and she's putting out these rants. But you know what? It is what it is. And again, if she wants to get put on, like I said, that's going to put her in a better financial situation to take care of her family, is it not? The main focus should be the children's well-being. And they are being taken care of by their mother, whose well-being also should be taken into consideration. I'm just saying, her being a clout chaser is not a valid argument. Like, she has mouths to feed. Why wouldn't a mother or any parent, mother, father, guardian, aunt, whoever, or any parental figure, why wouldn't they do all they can do to make sure that they are financially secure? You know how many parents are too proud to speak up for their needs because they don't want to be accused of being a bitter baby mother or a bitter baby father? And who suffers in the end? Or, oh, you clout chasing, or you don't need this money. You just trying to put me on child support out of spite. You know how many people don't speak up and seek financial resources or help for their children and, themselves because they don't want to be talked about this way? I know that sounds stupid to a lot of people, but there are people who feel this way. And who suffers in the end? The kids. Because you have parents struggling to make ends meet and are not getting the participation from the other parent. Like I said, this can go both ways. This can be an absent mother or an absent father. It goes both ways. There are a lot of women who feel this way about Offset's ex. But I bet if it was them or their sister or their homegirl, they would be outside the courtroom with signs demanding that Offset pay up. This woman can say what she wants when she wants. She's going to be responsible for handling this the way that she chooses to handle this. I personally, I would just let everything play out in court. But again, you can't disrespect someone or piss them off or upset them and then tell them how they should behave or how they should get mad. You know what I mean? This is between Offset and the mother of his daughter. And I do think that Cardi B should stay out of it. People are bringing Cardi B into it, and she's bringing Cardi B into it as well because they have their own back and forth. I guess at one point they were cool. I've seen commentary, and I also seen, articles where she was singing Cardi's praises and they were cool at one point. And then I think that she was still sleeping with Offset, and it's just a mess. But at the end of the day, I think that Offset should be taking the reins on this. Neither him or Cardi are saying anything, and that may be a good thing. Offset may not need to say anything, but it should play out in court. But $2,300, yes, he should pay more. Why not? Why not? Why not? He can afford to. And if not, then he better get to dancing, because he has 4 children. He has 4 kids, right? 4 kids by 4 different women. So again, I'm not judging him for how these children got here. I'm not judging any of these mothers for how they chose to procreate with Offset. That's not an argument that anybody can use. It's pointless because the children are already here. But being that he is in a financially better position than he was, I'm pretty sure, when he was 17, 18, 19, why wouldn't you want your children to live their best lives? Why wouldn't you want your children to be financially secure? Do you even have like trust funds set up for your kids? But then again, that's none of my business. But again, I've seen a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people say $2,300, she could live off of that. She could live off of that. Really? But again, if the roles were reversed, and if they were in that position, or if it was their sister or their homegirl, trust me, he always makes it rain in the strip club. $2,300 ain't nothing. The hypocrisy of it all. I think that Offset should pay more. Of course, why not? And, I would like to think that when they go to court, that he is not going to be opposed to the increase in child support. I don't think that he will. He just doesn't strike me as the type of guy that would want to fight with anybody. You know what I mean? Him being unfaithful. Look, his wife doesn't seem to have a problem with it, so I don't think that anyone else should. It is what it is. That's not even relevant in this instance. But I think that he should pay more. And again, listen, the mother of his children, they may be doing it for spite, but that is a consequence of you having children with these multiple women. You're gonna have to pay. It may not seem fair to some of you, but listen, you gotta pay. You're gonna have to pay to take care of your children. It costs money and time to raise a child. It does. So whether people think that she's doing it for spite or clout, it does not take away from the fact that he is this child's father, and he is just as responsible for the well-being and upbringing of his children as these mothers are. Doesn't matter if you think she's doing it for spite. Doesn't matter if you think she's doing it for clout. It's his kid. He still got to take care of his kid. Period. So ladies and gentlemen, this brings me to the end of this video. What I want you to do is get down in the comments and let me know what you think. All disrespectful comments of any sort, anybody trying to be funny or tell me how to run my platform, you're going to get blocked and deleted. Don't waste your time. I want intellectual, logical, fun, lighthearted, respectful dialogue. That's what I want to see in my comments. So get down, let me know what you think. If I was misinformed about anything, I am up for respectful and mature correction. I'm not above reproach. So if you enjoyed the commentary, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button and make sure that your notification bell is selected to all so you don't miss any of my uploads. So I can't wait, Royal Family, to see some of your thoughts. Again, keep it respectful. Don't tell me what to do on my platform, because I'm going to block you and delete you even if you're a subscriber. So I can't wait to read your comments, Royal Family. I'm signing off for now. Until next time, peace.